Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be checking out the new archetype, the P.U.N.K. A lot of people have been really excited for this archetype, as some of their extra deck monsters actually look really cool. But we have Carp Rising going back into the graveyard, but this card technically can make something attack twice, but pretty much that's not the main important part of the deck's potential. The deck's potential definitely relies off of an insanely powerful turn 1 play. Now, if you do want to go second with this deck, you could still be very good off. You'd have to run Dark Ruler. You could maybe throw in Droplets, but you don't get insane synergy, at least at the start, for the start of your combos from cards in the graveyard. You will get a benefit off of it with one of their boss monster synchros, which you guys will see here in a moment. But right now we've got the Auroradon, and of course with the Despot combo, we're going to be bringing back that card quite a bit. Now, Balmung is going to be bringing back another card, which is going to bring back another token. So it allows these plays for the Despot to just go absolutely ham here. And this is one of their boss monsters, the Amazing Dragon. The Amazing Dragon is basically like a Mistworm, so let me pause it here because this affects really fast. So at this point, you also have searchability with some of these cards that do act as disruptions or negations. So we have the Nawarshi Surprise. This lets you target a set card your opponent controls, or if you control a P.U.N.K monster, you target a face-up card your opponent controls and destroy. So that's like one negation / disruption. We'll have Baroness. This was one negation disruption. This card also lets you target effect monster your opponent controls and negate it. And then if you control a P.U.N.K monster, you also get to gain bonus in the life points department. So there's basically 3 right here. In Perm, this was just like, I'm not going to really count this because this is like, you know, you can technically draw into it, yeah. And then also there is Small World, so lets you reveal a monster, so it just acts as different ability to search for the correct monster you need for your combos. This is not really too relevant here, but this card has a quick effect that lets you pay 600 life points and then synchro summon a P.U.N.K synchro monster using monsters you control as material. And that's going to be the Amazing Dragon on your opponent's turn. So it's like Mistworming them. On average, you're going to have about 3 extra cards. So we have 1, 2, 3, and this is an additional 3, depending on what you have. It could be technically more, but most of the time it's going to be at least 3 to actually pull this off, because this is a 11. So you can see Baroness stopping the Galaxy Soldier. Hearst is going to go ahead and search out, going into the Cyber Repair Plant, and the Galaxy Soldier going to be trying to go for that effect. I'm going to let him add a card. Core is going to be summoned, and the Dangerous Gabu is activated as well. So he's going to stop that effect and also gain some life points. It's like a little bit of bonus. Here we see the Amazing Dragon just going to say, nope, gone all 3 cards, and he's just going to have to say GG over there. But let's go and see the deck play out like versus maybe a hand trap, because, you know, what is the deck's weakness? Obviously, going second without Dark Ruler no more, it could be quite rough. The deck definitely needs to rely off of, technically there's a few different cards to search other cards. This one that you pay to go right into the fusion from using your hand or field as fusion material, which you guys saw from the very first combo. So this is where the deck kind of falls a little bit short. Again, it doesn't deal with hand traps very well. Obviously, you can play other stuff to stop hand traps like Called. That would be basically what the deck loses out to, especially since the turn 1 play is relatively strong. But I'm going to show you guys another duel over here. Now, this one, like, he just couldn't really play because, well, once this is out, I mean, yeah, you have Dark Ruler, but it's going to be really rough indeed. Also, Chimera Rampage, a pretty good card with the multi. But how can it deal against evenly matched? Because they do open up with a lot of cards, and a lot of the plays will start off with either Foxy or, of course, the Uncle over here, or YuGiOh. And that card's going to activate its effect. We go into fusion. So this just requires 2 P.U.N.K monsters. So then you just bring out whatever you need, and then you're just going to start your searching. So pay 600, pay 600. You already know we're going to start searching out. This card is just so fantastic for the archetype. It's any one P.U.N.K monster, and then you can also make it gain 600 attack. I don't know why they're all about the number 600, but that's what the archetype's all about. So once again, going into Auroradon over here, and now you're seeing Solemn Judgment because they were doing a full match over here. So we have a full set of 3, and we're going to see that combo. This is also another newer card. So if this card is Synchro Summon, you get to increase or reduce its level by the level of the tuner used as its material. So it did change its level, get another 600 over there. Interesting enough. Now Coral Dragon's gonna allow us to draw, and then Balmung once again being able to have that awesome ability to bring back the Colt Wing. Colt Wing then brings back another token. Now you guys can probably understand the combo a little bit better, but that's like the bread and butter of this deck. And then we have the Amazing Dragon coming out once again, being able to reborn a monster with the Amazing Dragon, because I mean it's a really good card effect over there. But remember, he's got Solemn Judgment, stopping one of the Evenleys, but another Evenleys match just made. Now, with the Norwashi Surprise, this lets you target a face-up card your opponent controls and destroy it. It does not negate. That's one key thing to keep in mind. It doesn't really matter anyways. He's just activating for the sake of activating it. Okay, go for it. Why not, right? And unfortunately, losing out on pretty much most of the cards over here. But we've got the Galaxy Soldier coming out, and this lets him go right into Cyber Dragon Infinity, which is still a relatively powerful card for the archetype. But since he is actually playing Cyber Dragons, he's going to be able to bring out another card, goes into Tiger, and he can't attack, obviously, because, you know, evenly. So then we have the Dark Spirit's Mastery. He's able to search out another card, but again, this deck is very fragile to like one negation. Unless you can negate the other card that's going to negate yours, and then with an Ash Blossom, it's game over. There's like no way that he can really come back. As the deck definitely needs to search out or do whatever the, you know, whether they want to special summon from the deck. Ash Blossom really does hurt them, but I still think it was a really good duel. Big shout outs to Porphyry for their variants of the deck, and I'll give you guys a deck profile for it, because this is one of the better Punks decks. I was actually trying to gather some Punk gameplay, but this one definitely takes the icing on the cake for like how viable it is. There are going to be two different builds. This is the one from the first duel, and the other one is from the second one. Obviously, if you're able to go first, yeah, Solemn Judgment is a pretty good card. He just happened to have double evenly, so a little bit unlucky, but if he didn't have that, it was probably game over for him. I mean, this is definitely a deck where it's turn one, very, very powerful, and like I said before, Dark Ruler No More is another fantastic card, which you guys get to see in Game 2, which they cited, and obviously just instead of the Solemns, throwing Dark Ruler No More. The deck can benefit off of droplets, technically, with the effect of the Amazing Dragon, but I would say you don't get as much synergy. I would rather just play Dark Ruler No More, get rid of all the effects, and then bounce everything back, and then set up your board for these awesome plays. But anyways, I'll mouse over the cards relatively quick, because I do want to go over both variants of the deck profile. So it's just like triple copies of Ogre, triple Platoon, and triple Seaman. I know someone's going to make a comment on that. And then we have double copies of the Sharak and one copy of the Madame Spider. So this one lets you add the Punk trap card, which it's just, you just basically search one of each, and then you have negate a monster effect, and then you have a pop one, and then you have a Mistworm, and then you have Baroness for another negation as well. But then we got two copies of Colt Wing. Obviously, that's a really good card effect for your combo. And then with the Despot 001, like so, I'll mouse over these relatively quick. We got 6 copies of some hand traps over here. Great stuff indeed. Then we got Small World. Lets you, again, just have a little bit more consistency with your deck. And then a bunch of the Psalms. This is, I believe, what he side decked into over here. And for the other variant of it, we've got pretty much the same thing. You guys can see the difference over here. This one is maxing out on extra hand traps, and we've got multiple copies of the Ghost Ogre and Bell instead of the Psalms, because obviously if your opponent's going first, you need to be a little bit more reactive against them. So not too much in terms of like the difference here in the extra deck either. It's exactly the same. It's just a couple choices over here. Actually, there's a decent amount. There's also there's just hand traps and E-Telly we didn't go over, but that's just like special summon one. Then we have the one called you could maybe play Ancient Ascended, because a Veiler can hurt this deck pretty hard too, but that cards can be a little bit more conditional. But anyways, that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up for the gameplay as well as the Punks. I'm curious to know what you guys think of it. Are there other ways to play it? Definitely let me know, as I've seen a few people try. They end up making this card trying to get the attack twice. It's any Punk monster, and I guess the idea of it is like bouncing all the things back with this card, and then you can make a Punk monster attack twice, and then you can try to shoot for game. But like, I think realistically the better way to play it is like make a good board like turn one, or like, you know, Dark Ruler No More your opponent, then make your board, and then you know, wait for the next turn, because like you can search these cards out, so it makes it quite good. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like on it. If you're new and do want to see more new Yu-Gi-Oh gameplays as well as deck profiles, hit subscribe, turn the bell, and you might see some very soon. But if there's any suggestions for Punks, let me know, and I would love to see some more if you guys want to send them in. But big shout outs to Porphyry for his build. Like I said, that was the only one that I saw that was like, okay, this is pretty legit. It's a pretty extensive combo, and using one of the newer cards, keep it pitch. But anyways, catch you guys in the next video, and I'm out. Peace.